First of all, tell us about yourself, who you are, what you do, and what's unique about you.
Okay, Philip Micone. I guess that I was always afraid of working, so that's why I stayed in school as long as I could until the school told me that I needed to leave and confront the real world. Currently, I'm here in Indonesia, where I am actually leading a used cooking oil recycling and upcycling business. Let's call it this way. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your professional journey. You said you've worked in 7 countries. What ultimately led you into green entrepreneurship? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay, so when I was lucky enough that when I did my PhD in France, it was actually financed by one of the largest waste management company in the world called Veolia. So let's say the most interesting part about, let's say, my time when I worked with Veolia and one of, let's say, a small associated company called Odotech was to actually realize quite early, because we're talking like 20 years ago, that you could make money by actually doing something good for the planet and good for the people. And it's during, let's say, my first stint as a project director for a sustainable aviation fuel biorefinery in Australia that the owner actually challenged me and said, "Hey, Philip, you know what? Here in Australia, 90% of all the feedstock that is tallow is actually contracted already. But there's that country called Indonesia where actually 90% of the used cooking oil is not being collected. And it would be really great to find a way to collect it." So I started thinking about it. And then I thought, well, we have so many reverse vending machines to recycle plastic bottles or aluminum cans, right? Why don't we do something for used cooking oil, for like liquid waste? So then I moved to another project actually in Indonesia, building a conventional oil refinery. And during that time, I felt conventional oil refinery, that of course it's interesting, because for me it was new to manage such a project, but it was quite far from what I actually liked, which was to create an impact for both, let's say, the environment and the people. So I started rethinking about this idea, and I said, let's do it, right? Let's do it. So with 2 friends of mine, sorry, all skilled myself here. With 2 friends of mine, we decided to put a little bit of money and see if it was going to work.